Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Sunday night, which means it's trad beer night, and the beer we're going for tonight is from Belgium. It is a big one, it's this one. It is St. Bernardus ABT12. And this one, from what I've read and what I've heard, is a very, very, very good beer, and the Untapped scores will back that up. So, and a lot of people have been saying, since it was introduced into Tesco's at £3.50 a bottle, basically people are robbing Tesco by taking it for £3.50. Apparently it's worth a lot more. I don't know, because I've never tried it. So let's find out, shall we? See if it's any good. Does it live up to that reputation? Well, there's not a lot I can tell you on the bottle, other than it's an Trappist-style Belgian Quad. And, yeah, 10% ABV, £3.50 in Tesco. It's got a hell of a long best before date, March 2026. So I suspect this will age well. I'm going to get some more after this one and see what happens. But yeah, you've got the usual ingredients of water, barley, malt, sugar, hops, and yeast. That is it. It says served between 8 and 12 degrees. So that's exactly what I'm doing. It is cellar cool. And yeah, let's get it out into a glass and see what we think. So, nice little simple bottle cap with a little monk on it. There we go. And we're going to pour into my Titanic goblet because it's the closest style glass I've got to a Belgian. Anyway, we're not going to pour everything into the bottle. We're just going to pour a bit just to get a look. So this is your pour. Oh, look at the colour on that. That'll do. That'll do nicely. So we have a beautiful, deep, very deep copper coloured beer, almost on amber, with a nice off-white tan head. That's your beer up close in a glass. Looks alright though, doesn't it? It really does. Let's have a whiff. It's big, it's bold, it's fruity, it's got hints of cocoa, it's got zesty lemon coming through. You've got something almost herbal as well. Smells delightful, let's put it that way. There's something really deep, dark and delicious coming through that. I love it. I love the smell. And yeah, it looks like it's got good body. Look at the roll. It's nice and unctuous looking. So it looks great. It smells incredible. Let's see what it tastes like, shall we? Cheers. I can see why it's got the reputation that it has. First of all, the body is excellent. It's medium heavy, light carbonation. It's silky smooth in the mouth. And those flavours are divine, to put a slightly religious twist on it. It is deep, it's rich, it's fruity. There is a little hint of cocoa and chocolate. You've got beautiful dark fruit. You've got a little hint of zesty lemon. It's beautiful. It's classic Trappist style beer. And the 10% is hidden. There is a tiny, tiny hint of booze, but overall it's very, very well hidden. Where is it? It's hiding very well. It's not boozy in any way, shape or form. It's quite sweet. It's balanced though. The malts are great. And as the flavours develop in your mouth, you get more of that fruit come through. It is like Christmas cake. In that sense, it's slightly spiced. It may not well be spiced, but there's that hint of that kind of thing going on. It's delicious. The back end is nice and warming, nice and fruity, nice and sweet. And that's where you get the slightest clue of the booze. When I say at 10%, you expect a little bit. Compared to yesterday's 11% oat wine, this is quite mild in comparison in terms of the strength that's obvious to you. This is very subtle, very well balanced. It's well mannered, shall we say. Oh, it's lovely. That is lovely. So, St. Bernardus ABT12. Classic old school label. Very tasty beer. So we're going to go to the aid memoir of Untapped, which has said there have been a staggering 281,000 check-ins. 12 people I know. 4.02 average, 4.06 on the people I know who've tried it. It's a well thought of beer, quite clearly. My scoreboard of joy is currently void of anything, so let's give it some points. So first of all, the looks. It's a great looking beer. Excuse me, it's got that deep copper, verging on amber look, off-white head, and it's a very, very nice looking beer. Can't fault it at all. It's going to have a point for the looks. The aroma is lovely. You've got a bit of cocoa, you've got the deep dark fruit, you've got lemon. Like I say, you've got something a little bit herbal. Almost medicinal. It is a lovely, lovely smelling beer. It's not massively strong on the nose either. I don't get a huge hint of booze, which, given it's a 10%er, I would hope for a little bit more. It is, like I say, refined. I like it a lot. Is it perfect? I would. It's almost perfect. I would just hope for a bit more punch from everything that's going on. We'll give it a 0.75. It's still very, very good. The body, can't fault that at all. It's a beautiful medium heavy beer, silky smooth in the mouth. That for me is one of my favourite things about the beer. It is like liquid chocolate in that sense. It's beautiful. The taste, again, I can't fault that. I love all the flavours. The booze is very well hidden. It's balanced in terms of the sweetness. You've got that beautiful fruit coming through. You've got a hint of herbal spice. You've got that little tiny hint of cocoa coming through. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful, tasty beer. It's having a point. And the finish, it's sweet. There's no getting away from that fact. It is a sweet finished beer. And it works. It does work indeed for the style. I want a hint more of the booze though on the back end. I want that little bit of a kick on a beer that's 10%. I don't get to drink many of those stronger beers now. So when I have one, I really kind of want to know it, if that makes sense. I want a bit more punch, please, on the back end of that one. So I'm going to give it the 0.75 there as well. So it's got 4.5 out of 5 from me. So we're going to go on to the bonus points. It can't have the full bonus point because it didn't get a full 5 out of 5. But it could well have value for money. And let's be honest, it's a 10% beer with bucket loads of flavour at a very sensible £3.50 for a 330ml bottle. It's insane value for money. So yeah, it's having a value for money tick. Would I buy it again? Yes, and I will. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get another one and age it. I'm going to leave it probably as long as I did for my Lervig and Hopping Frog Sipping into Darkness. I left that for 4.5, 5 years nearly. And yeah, it was all the better for it. So I'm going to buy another one and not barrel age it. I'm going to just age it. So yeah, so ABT12 from St Bernardus has got 4.5 out of 5 and a couple of optional bonuses as well. Not bad if I do say so myself. So there we go. St Bernardus ABT12. Bloody tasty beer at a very sensible price is exactly how I would describe it. And we're going to leave it there and say, that has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another one. Bye.